Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online. If you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you'd purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be taking a look at the Rolex Day-Date 36. Reference number for this one, 128235. This one with a white dial with Roman numeral hour marks, all Ever-Rose gold, including the fluted bezel and the President bracelet. Again, the reference number for this one, 128235. I'll be going over all the aspects of this watch, the case, the bezel, the dial, the crown functions, as well as the movement and the bracelet, and I'll be giving you my thoughts on these throughout this video. So starting off from the case, we have 36 millimeters. It's in the name, Day-Date 36, from 2 to 8 o'clock position, same as what you get from the 10 to 4 o'clock position, same 36 millimeters all the way across. You have the monoblock middle case with the screw-down case back and the Rolex winding crown to ensure water resistance down to 100 meters or 330 feet below sea level. As I mentioned, this is all made out of Ever-Rose gold. What's Ever-Rose gold? If you haven't seen what it is or read about it or seen another video from ours, well, Ever-Rose gold is basically Rolex's own proprietary version of not only rose gold but also oyster steel mixed with red gold to basically make the strongest possible gold composition while also maintaining the highest levels of luster, basically the highest reflectability, I guess, if that's a word, to make it basically so that the high polished portions are incredibly mirror-like, so that it basically reflects every light in the room. It's very, very bright and very, very beautiful and incredibly strong as well, all in one, and named Ever-Rose basically so that it lasts longer and keeps its color longer than other rose golds on the market, because over time, sort of like the reddish tint tends to fade over time on other standard red gold metals. Not so much here, because Ever-Rose gold from Rolex is basically, Rolex basically boasts that the Ever-Rose gold lasts the longest on the market, and I tend to believe them. I've seen older Ever-Rose gold watches, and they're still the same color. All right, enough of that. Taking a look here at the bezel, you also get the nice fluted bezel here, all high polish on its flat surfaces, much like you'd find on the case, tapering down to the lugs, which go to the integrated bracelet. The bezel here, same sort of feature, except you have the fluted bezel, originally made with the intent of screwing directly onto the front of the case to ensure the water resistance. But, you know, modern technology and technological advancements over time deem that, well, not all that necessary anymore. So they keep it as a mark of distinction, always in some sort of gold, and in this case, Ever-Rose gold to match the overall compositional look here. And when it comes to the look, hardly anything is more contrasty than the white dial, because, well, other than the white dial or even the black dial, the two opposite ends of the value spectrum when it comes to, you know, light and dark. Here, the white dial versus the Ever-Rose gold applied Roman numeral hour marks gives you the highest level of contrast. It's sort of like a colloquial or community known sort of entry point into the Day-Date world, having the white Roman dial, and still it has its own sort of unique look and charm and features to it, I guess. That's the way I would say it. The Roman numerals here basically all represented, except for the 3, because it's taken by the date aperture, small on the dial, nice and large underneath the Cyclops lens, which is part of the sapphire crystal, nice and scratch resistant. Also, the Roman numeral for 11 is actually also a 1. That's sort of made to basically sort of buttress the sides of the day aperture at the 12 o'clock position, moving that Rolex crown down a little bit so that it fits in very nicely compositionally. A little top heavy, but that's okay because it's still horizontally symmetrical. Strangely, even though the date aperture does appear a little bit big, it does all fit together very nicely. Now, taking a look here at the Rolex winding crown, basically this is how you control the watch. Unwind it at the 3 o'clock position. Turning it clockwise allows you to wind the watch. So from a dead stop, about 20 to 30 full winds gets you to the full power reserve. Rather simple there. Pull out to the next position, rotate it clockwise, continuing thereafter. allows you to advance the date forward at the 3 o'clock position. But then if you were to wind it counterclockwise, it advances the day at the 12 o'clock position forward. So the best way to do so is to basically set the day before today as you set the date and the day, and then pull the crown out to the final position. This stops the seconds hand, so you have that hacking function. You can set the minute hand and by extension the hour hand as well, nice and precise. And this is why you set it the day before. That way you know which side of the 24-hour time you are on, because it's just a 12-hour dial. Set the minute hand nice and precise, synchronize it up with a second hand, or synchronize that seconds hand up with a reference time, press the crown back in to start up once again, and screw the crown back tightly against the case to ensure the water resistance. All right, so what makes all of that work on the inside? A lot of complex moving parts. It's the caliber 3255 made in-house by Rolex. Can't see through the case back, but you do have that gold contents worth in there. You have the precision of plus or minus 2 seconds per day time differential after casing, giving you the superlative chronometer certification as printed on this and every Rolex dial. You have the functions of the center hour, minute, and seconds hands, instantaneous day and the date in their respective apertures, unrestricted rapid setting. Basically that means you can set this at 11:59 p.m. When I set the date and the day earlier, there was no damage on the movement. You can do so at literally any time of the day, because older watches, older luxury watches at least, mechanical, require that you only set the day and the date and other functions at say 6 a.m. or no earlier than 6 a.m. and no later than 10 p.m. This one you can do so within any time range, no damage to the movement. Also gives you stop seconds for the precise time setting, all those features I had just demonstrated. The oscillator on the inside features a paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring with high performance Paraflex shock absorbers. So what does that mean? That means you can get relatively close to magnets. The parachrome blue hairspring keeps it nice and anti-magnetic so that it will keep track of time just fine when you get close to circuitry, anything with electromagnetic interference potentially. Also, the Paraflex shock absorbers help absorb physical blows, little bumps here and there, and no effect on the timekeeping ability of the watch. It'll be keeping track of time just fine. The winding also occurs through bidirectional self-winding via a perpetual rotor center mounted on the movement. You can't see it again, but it's still there because you can definitely feel it when you're wearing it on your wrist. It spins as you move with the natural movements of the wrist, which winds the power reserve, which is approximately 70 hours at a time. That's almost 3 whole days. You can set this down on a Friday evening, pick it back up Sunday morning, or heck, even Monday morning, first thing Monday morning. No need to even wind the watch. If you just keep it down all weekend or set it down for a day or two here or there, just wear it all day the day after, you're good to go. No need to worry about the power reserve. It'll be keeping track of time just fine. While I'm zoomed out here, you can see that this is the President Bracelet. 3-piece links across, sort of combining the best of both worlds, the Oyster and the Jubilee bracelets. Here we have the center links, nice and high polish. This one is a pre-owned version of the watch, so you will see some scratches there. Not a big issue. We can deal with that, no problem. There's also satin brush finishing on the outer links, and 3-piece links across keeps it nice and strong, while you also have the semicircular links, nice and tiny, to give you the extra breathability and the comfort, and the absolute satin brush finish keeps it very, very comfortable on the wrist. You also have the concealed folding crown clasp moving down here. Basically, you can't see the clasp at all on the outside, save for the Rolex crown. To open it, just simply lift from the top of the crown, unhooks, and you have the full Rolex stamped logo on the inside and the full Everose gold construction as well. Now, while I'm here, I can actually try it on again on my wrist. 7 inches in circumference. All right, and if you know me from my videos, you'll know that I like the Day-Date 36. It fits me just fine. Every 36mm watch from Rolex fits quite nicely because I have a nice perfect framing from the 12 and 6 o'clock sides from the bracelet integrated into the case, and a good clear view of that dial as well. 36mm is just the right size for me, so even up to 7.5 inches, it'll fit you just perfectly. It starts becoming a kind of an accessory when you're going up and above 8 inches, but even down to even 6.5, 6 inches, for your wrist size, you can still wear this quite comfortably as well. Looking down the edge of the wrist here, a little bit of space under the lugs, not a huge issue, doesn't hang over my wrist at all, fits very nicely. And again, if your wrist is a little bit smaller, you will potentially have a little bit of overhang, but more on the 6 o'clock side, less so on the 12 o'clock. You'll also have plenty of breathing room because these links have basically zero tolerance among them. Basically, they keep their space so that you can wear this all day, every day. No need to worry about, you know, sweat or even pulling hairs or even pinching skin. It will all be taken care of, well, because it will never happen thanks to all the breathability that the President Bracelet provides. Weight-wise, you'll definitely feel this on your wrist if you're used to wearing, say, steel watches, because the gold is a little bit heavier, but not too much heavier. It's not like carrying a ball and chain on your wrist. So still incredibly comfortable, and you know that you're carrying value. That's basically where this all is. And with that white dial, makes it very easy to see, very recognizable, very easy to read. With those Roman numeral hour markers, gives it sort of a slight Art Deco feel, very distinctive and slightly traditional in its looks, but no less distinctive and absolutely beautiful in its own right. But enough of what I think. What do you guys think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below what you think about this Rolex Day-Date 36. Reference number again, 128235. With the white Roman dial, fluted bezel, President Bracelet, all ever rose gold. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Be sure to like this video, hit the bell notification after hitting subscribe so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch, new, used, discontinued, we can get it for you here at Jazz Time. Thanks for watching. Click the link in the description below to get it at the lowest possible price anywhere online. Again, thank you for watching. Take care. We'll see you in the next video.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in Jazz Time, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.